Hello Northeastern, this is Valentina again from Beirut, Lebanon. So on Saturday we went to 3 different places. To Batroun, which is a place at the sea, at the beach, and then we went to an Orthodox monastery in the mountains, and finally to the city of Tripoli. First, we drove from Beirut to Batroun, to the beach. There was a little bit of traffic, so it took us around 45 minutes to get there, but I was not complaining. The highway was right next to the sea, and the landscape was incredible. But once we got there, I was even more impressed. The water was clear and blue, and I couldn't wait to get inside. The only bad thing about the beach, though, is the rocks. When you try to walk into the sea, you hurt your feet, so you have to be careful. But once you're inside, it's perfect. We stayed at the beach for around 3 hours, and then we went to our next stop. We went to an Orthodox monastery very close from the beach in Hamat, called Lady of Nourieh, or Lady of Light. Legend says that during a very stormy night, 2 sailors got lost at sea, and the Virgin Mary appeared in the form of light and brought them to shore. As a result, they decided to build a church there. After visiting the more modern monastery, we went down to visit the old church, or the original place that the sailors built. But the buildings were not the most impressive thing, but the location. The landscape was breathtaking, and it looked like it had been taken out of a painting. After a short stop at the monastery, we drove around 1.5 hours to Tripoli, and we grabbed lunch there. Afterwards, we went to an abandoned train station that looked like a museum in plain sight. The train stopped being used after the war, and in Lebanon, public transport is mostly just buses. Then we went to Tripoli city center and walked around the old souks. It was kind of late, so the mosque and the main touristic sites were closed, but it was nice to feel the vibe and the community there. It felt like we were in a different country because the city is so different from Beirut. At sunset, we decided to go back home, and we drove around 2 hours back to Beirut. If there is one thing that I love about Lebanon, other than the beach and the people and the landscapes, is the beautiful sunsets. Well, I hope that you enjoyed the video and got to discover a little bit of this beautiful country. Bye, see you next week.